But hey, we're live. It is Friday night. Hello. It is what time is it? 7:30, January 16th. Got a whole bunch of stuff happening out of, let's just say, Minneapolis for the most part. But hey, I'm going to be putting this together as people jump on here. I love to hear what you got to talk about, what happened in your week, what's happening in my week. We'll get to the whole discussion. We'll have a little drink together and we'll just have some fun. Let's just put it that way. So settle in, buckle up, and we'll figure out what's going on and what's best for everybody going forward. So I'm glad to have everybody here, and we'll just talk about it. Let's make sure my volume works and the details about it. So as it comes up, there we go. Look at that. Check. No, perfect. Love it. Awesome. I'm actually in a good mood tonight. Got a lot of good stuff going on in the world. So world and life and just in general. So that's where we're at right now. I'm hoping you guys are having a good time too. Hey, look, I picked up 2 subscribers for nothing. So 525 starting this channel. That must be fun. I like it. But thanks for doing that. It's always good to have people paying attention to what I got going on and actually realizing that, hey, some people actually care. So I will be drinking my little muscadine wine right here. If you guys are saddling up, that'd be fantastic. I do got to check in with around my people, because there's a lot of people out there that go live on Friday nights. And oh, that is cool. That is cool. Checking my stat numbers and everything else. Nice. Yeah, that's what I thought. Perfect. Good stuff. All right. We'll give it a minute. People start rolling in here. Yeah, see, that's good news. I'm checking out everything going on forward, comparing myself to a few of the others that are going, and God, that's funny. Yeah. No complaints, though. Absolutely no complaints. Because you know what? Life is good. Woke up on the right side of the grass, and just got to say it's a good time. So welcome to the chat. If you guys are checking out for the first time, I appreciate it. Give me a topic or subject. I mean, I got my own agenda. I got stuff that I want to talk about, but more importantly, I want to hear what you guys are talking about, what's going on out there. Let me know. Oh, that's crazy. But let me know what's happening. Let me know where you got. And by the way, when you check in on the chat, let me know like where you're from. Don't give me exact details or anything else. Just maybe a state or a country. If you're coming from out of state, let me know where you're coming from. That way I know who I'm talking to. Maybe we can curtail the conversation to that direction as far as any questions you might have. And again, this channel is all about learning. We love talking about people and figuring out what's going on in different communities around the world as well. I'm going to turn some of my lights off a little bit, because I look really red for some stupid reason. I'm not sure why. I haven't even been out in the sun, so I don't know what's happening with that one, but we will make it all. That's even worse. There we go. We'll try that camera angle. So check in where you're from. England, UK. Hey, thank you. Is it Stephen Edwards? All right, very cool. England. Shoot, man. We were talking about England the other day going forward. A lot of the stuff. Are you seeing that the speech? I got a whole thing coming up about this whole deal right now. People are going to jail, prison for speech. And I think that's just absolutely phenomenal, like ridiculous. But we can get to that. All right. So, yeah, we got Zach144. What about the secret space program and the astral plane? You know what? I don't know what that is, actually. Secret space program. I'd be more than happy to find out about that, though. I mean, the astral plane, we're talking scientific stuff on that one stuff, I think. But we got to talk about that for sure. I am Spirit. Hello. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, but that's happened before. Yeah, but it was Stephen Edwards. But the thing is, April, that goes into actually effect, though, right? I mean, like X is being shut down and all the other things are happening. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but like April is when it's all happening. I haven't read the full report. I wanted to do a whole video on that, but let's check on that. We'll see. So let me say hi to a few of the others, though. Hey, Joel and Parker. Yes, please like and subscribe right now. Welcome. Good to see you here. Mobius, welcome back. Hey, good to see you again from Brazil. That's cool. The pilot. Hey, Betty. That's awesome. Glad you're back. Anywhere else? Ducky Ricky. Stefan, do you guys feel secondhand embarrassment for the U.S. because of the crazy shit Trump says? there, you want to talk about question for answers? There we go. That's the weird thing. I would actually entertain that question about foreigners, anybody, UK, of course, England, fine, but anywhere around the world, what they're thinking about Trump. That would be cool. Nobody here is smart enough to guess this country. I got to zoom in. I can't quite see it because it's such a small little thing. Nope. X1 football. You got me on that one. I'm sure I'm going to guess Africa only because I don't know the African countries and your name is football. Oh, you're from UK. So what is that flag then? I'm from UK and Trump's the Don. Yeah. I kind of look like Michael DeSanta. I don't know who that is. Fuji. I don't even know who that is. Chris got shot. Playboy Hussy. Chris got shot. All right, I don't know who Chris is. So a few things. Number one, I don't know who Michael DeSanta is, and I don't know who Chris is either. You need Trump to save the UK. Guinea. Okay, welcome. Good. Very cool. There you go from there. Peter Griffin. Hey, Peter Griffin. Oh, we got celebrities on the channel now coming in tonight. If that's the case, Peter Griffin's here. All right. Yes. What, are you smart? What, Chris? Oh, Chris Brown. Wait. Oh, Chris Brown? Like the dancer, the singer? Shit. All right. Hold on a minute. Give me a minute. Like what? Okay. Chris Brown. Oh, wow. Oh, jeez. All right. Nightclub shooting. Chris Brown. If you guys don't know who Chris Brown is, I mean, I don't, trust me, I'm not the guy to actually like be on there, but yeah, I mean, that sucks. Wow. I get a lot of Brown University stuff. Says he's not dead though. That was a hoax. So I don't know. Chris Brown's okay. This is today. What day is this? Hold the chat for a minute. Gunfire rang out Sunday morning. Wait, Sunday morning? No, this is old. I don't know. Anyway, interesting. Check news. Okay, yeah, so there's a lot of stuff about Brown University. I got to check on that one. First person to guess it today, broad daylight. Did you search it up or no? Right now. What's a buddy? Look. All right, Peter Griffin. Okay, hold on. Let me get back to that. Peter Griffin. I'll tell you all about it. Let me just make sure. There you go. All right. So overall, my channel is about politics. That's what I lean towards, what I talk about. But I'm more than happy to talk about anything you want to, whether it's movies, pop culture. I mean, it's a freaking Friday night, and I got my muscadine wine right here. I do lives probably, most of the time throughout the week, and a few times I get a little tipsy, so I had to kind of let the brown liquor not hit me tonight. So I'm switching to a very large cup of wine. So we'll see if that's any better. But energetic, yeah, I try to be. I'm on my best behavior. Let's put it that way. I woke up with Chris Brown's body. Says light free. I'm not sure what Christian Briggs is. That's too small of a thing. Tell us a joke, Peter Griffin. Yeah, that'd be great. Tell us a joke. That'd be fun. Do you support ICE? Yes, I support ICE. I support law enforcement. Yes. Why do you got those stupid Wii toys on? Oh, you don't like my toys? What? Oh, hold on a minute. There you go. You want more of them? There you go. I got to get rid of that. You don't like my Wii toys? I don't know what a Wii toy is. Have you heard about the boats in UK? No, I haven't. I woke up with the Chris Brown's body. Freaky Friday. Took our job, says Biddy Bonta. Nice user. All right, cool. So again, it's going to be one of those things where we're just going to, everybody's just piling in here real quick and moving forward, and they're going to settle as far as what they want, if they want to listen to what they want to talk about. So, hey, I'm more than happy to bring up a subject. Like I said, my channel is primarily about politics, but we'll talk about anything you want to tonight. Because again, it's a Friday night. Let's just have some fun with it. The ones on the boxes on the left, on my left, you mean Guns N' Roses? You tell me you love the best band in the entire world right there. Ever the history of music, Guns N' Roses. You got Duff, Axl, and Slash in there. G-Man, you hate Trump? You're probably in the wrong spot, buddy. I'm with Quagmire in the bar, now juggling some beer. He says hello to you, says Peter Griffin. That's pretty funny. Do you sometimes smell your own wipe? Sometimes. You got to make sure you're on the right thing. Can you introduce that white garbage truck on the shelf to us? Can you introduce Dr. O'Connor? Can you introduce that white garbage truck? Sure. That's funny. So this is that Trump truck. Remember when Trump came out and he was basically just driving the garbage truck and doing the whole thing? That's what this is. All right, Fun Congress. Yeah, thanks for playing. So yeah, that's the Trump garbage truck. What else are you going to do about that? That's exactly what that is. I actually picked this up at the Trump store that we have here. So I'll put that back up there. I move. If you ever tune in like in a week or something, that'll all be different. I change them all around. I do a bunch of stuff and everything else. So anyway, hey, we just hit 10 minutes. If you guys don't mind, hit the like and subscribe button. Just check in. Let me know you're here. All right, so we got Mr. Acker, lions, not sheep. You're not fucking lying. You think you are, but you are not. Okay, sounds good. Thanks for letting me know what I think it is. Mobius, yeah. I was thinking about asking this topic. Ace Combat Zero teaches that political borders are fragile and changeable. Used as an excuse for wars. What's your opinion on that? Interesting. And Fun Cause, there was a Trump store in Philly. Mobius, let's talk about that. That's a good topic. So Mobius is from Brazil, but he's from America, but he lives in Brazil now. He's working his way up to be a pilot, and we had a really good conversation. It was last night, right? I'm not crazy, am I? Sometimes I have a little bit too much to drink when I do these things, but hey, it was a good conversation. It was really good. But asking this topic, Ace Combat Zero teaches that political borders are fragile. Okay, they're fragile. I agree. Yep, 100% they're fragile. Changeable, yeah. It's a little different now in these worlds. Maybe 50 years ago it'd be different. Well, I mean, the whole idea, Mobius, yeah, it was very nice, cool. All right. Hey, Ellen, welcome, Ellen. Good to see you. I mean, you think about it, though, here, Mobius. You know, you're a little young, but I mean, you got to understand Ukraine and Russia. I mean, at one time, Ukraine was a part of Russia or USSR. I mean, it was a part of the entire area until it broke up. So that was kind of the excuse that Putin, sorry, I can't even say it. Putin wanted to come in and said, hey, we want to take Ukraine back. Well, that was his instincts for the whole war. So to your point, yeah, that's pretty much what's happening is a way to say, hey, that was our territory and we want it back. So yeah, it's definitely an excuse for that. John O'Leary, I believe Trump won't get Greenland. Do you think the same? No. I actually have a whole report about that. So this is like 5 pages. So John O'Leary, this is for you. Talking about bases and how military works and about the one that Qatar has actually in Idaho. If you guys don't know, Qatar actually has, it's not officially in a base, but it's a training facility in there. And here's my thing, John, if you want to be serious, if that's a serious question about this, and I'm reading the rest of the comments. I want Trump in UK. My country is shit. Yeah, 4-leaf clover. Welcome to the chat. And we got empathetic veteran. Trump supporters need professional help. Yeah, we do. We definitely need professional help. We need more people like them to be going forward on that. So, no joke. Good. Yeah, I like it. But John, as far as there's 57,000 people in Greenland. If we can actually like bribe them enough that they want to decide to come to America, that would be the interesting thing behind it, is if they decide to leave Denmark, can we bring them in? And that's militarily, no. I honestly, as much as I'm for it, military is out. We cannot invade Greenland, no matter how great things and all that stuff. Hey, 4-leaf clover, hold on a minute. Let me just finish my thought on this one, otherwise I'll lose it. But to convince them that they want to be here, because we don't want anybody in the United States doesn't want to be here. You know, we're seeing that right now with illegal aliens right now, that they're flying their own flags and doing their own thing. And it's one of those things where we want people that want to be a part of the United States. So that's kind of the question. Anyway, I'm getting behind. Hey, Stuart Gore, I'm good. Welcome to this chat. I'm gonna come back to you because I'm going back up a little bit. What the heck does Idaho have to do with Greenland? We have a $1 billion budget. If Trump wants Greenland, he's taking Greenland. Yeah. Shooty, you know, the funny thing, I mean, if it was any other president, I'd be like, no, they can't do that. But yeah, I agree. If Trump does want it, there's going to be a way to do it. The only reason I brought up Idaho was because I'm working on a video right now. I'm like halfway through it to talk about bases and military, where they're located throughout the world. And it just happens Idaho versus Greenland and all that. So it's all, that's why I brought it up. That's the whole thing. If you were holding in a fart, can you let loose, bro? We're all men here. Okay, Obi Kenji. Great, yeah. Maybe it's a trillions. I don't know. Yeah. All right. So 4-leaf, you have one question. From Scotland to America. From Scotland to America. And John O'Leary, my wife is from Denmark. She said no money will buy it. Well, okay, John, we're not talking about buying it from Denmark. We're talking about buying or telling the people that live there, the 57,000 people that are supposed to be an independent nation, to then jump on the bandwagon. I mean, I wasn't around for Hawaii, but I think it's around the same thing where you just want them to be a part of it. I could be wrong, and I'm going quick to the chat, but there's my answer for that. No, they go to Germany. Virgin Nigel. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but we'll get to that one. Hey, Stuart. Okay, back to Stuart. Hey, welcome, Stuart. Good to see you again. Stuart's on here all the time. I love you guys. Louisiana. Shipping routes around Greenland and key trade routes and military maneuvers. 100%. That's kind of the whole thing on that one, for sure. Alan, American used to be English. It's funny, LOL, but also sad at the same time. You know, honestly, though, most of the world was from English at one time. I mean, if you look at the whole grand scheme of things, you got, India and Australia and a whole bunch of Africa was all them, and they're all ruled by an island. So it's crazy how that works out. Carlos Gonzalez, I'm not sure if there's a pronoun in there. Don't have to accept our religion, but they can accept our morals. That's probably an earlier comment to something I said, but I pretty much agree on that one. I mean, I don't care what religion or who you worship and everything else, as long as you basically are a good person and don't screw around and do something stupid or cause taxpayer money. I agree on that one. But yeah, Carlos, let's maybe revisit that. I'm sure you want more on that one. Goki, welcome from Iceland. Very cool, Goki. Oh, I got a question. If I'm saying Goki, right? 220. If you're from Iceland, what are your thoughts about America taking over Greenland? Because obviously Iceland right there, I mean, that you got to kind of go with everything on there. But anyway. All right, Shooty, how about, hell yeah, brother. I'll just giving a hard time. I had sent that before you mentioned your paper, so I was just there. Okay. All right, welcome. I know, man. I'm trying to do as fast as I can. All right, so I'm on to 4. I'm way behind. Question is maybe of topic, but does NATO, especially America, have enough power to take Russia down if need be? Oh, shoot. Okay, so 4-leaf clover. I'm going to do this brief because I'm way behind in the chat, and I hate that. I like catching everybody else. Cheetah. CH Cheetos, how much for the Captain America? Trust me, not a whole lot. Could we take Russia? If you take nuclear weapons off the table and we don't have that like hanging over the entire world, I would say yes. We can walk into Venezuela and literally kill 32 of their best special forces and take their president, like, and not lose a single person. One helicopter took fire, but that's it. I would think the American military can take that. Now, full disclosure, I'm not military. Not former military. I'm not a veteran. Thank you for all those that served and everything and did all those fantastic things. Thank you guys. I didn't have the opportunity. There's a lot of story behind that, a lot of reasons. I just not me. But to say that I know a lot of good friends that are still either active military or veterans, and they just know the military is the best in the world. So there's their whole thing. Anyway, Cheeto High. Slobbing Bing, what do you think of Trump? Yeah, what do you think of Trump? Okay, so Slobbing Bing, what do you think of Trump threatening to use force for Greenland? I talked about that briefly about that. I don't like force. I want to bring them over and have them people want to be a part of the United States. So that's kind of my thing with that one, just for the record. But I mentioned, I'm not going to slow down on that one. If we take Greenland, do we get free ice? Peter Griffin, there's your joke, everybody. Lewis, if we take Greenland, do we get free ice cubes forever? We should. That should be part of the deal. Yes, like European took everything like Chile down. Hey, Ben Barry, hello. Good to see you. Stuart, the UK were the colonization capital of the world at one period. Yeah, exactly. And it's crazy the downfall that they had. I mean, and how would they colonize the entire world from a little island and be able to do it? And they did it. I mean, that was the amazing thing. The second tower has just been hit, says W Roller. Okay. So why couldn't we take Vietnam or Iraq? Oh, Jim Smith, that's a great question. Why couldn't, okay, what a crock of shit, he says later on. That's funny. Hey, we're approaching 20 minutes, so if you guys don't mind, hit the like and subscribe, and I'll try and get through these. So why couldn't we take Vietnam or Iraq? The technology wasn't there. That was the whole thing. I mean, we didn't have EMP blasts, number one. I just lost the light. Sorry. Hold on a minute. That was weird. We didn't have a technology for it. The weapons, I would say, were probably somewhat matched overall. And now that we're just far and away with air support, with our Air Force, air support, we have just so many more weapons than anybody else. If we had to do Vietnam again, or what was the other country you said, or Iraq, it'd be completely different. I mean, drones weren't even thought about even in Vietnam. Maybe drones were around in Iraq, but it wasn't being used. Let's just put it that way. So there's my answer, Jim Smith. If you think that's a crock of shit, let me know again, and we'll continue talking. Goki, yeah, good. Back to Iceland. I personally think Icelanders don't have any business governing ourselves. We could have a legit utopia because of our free energy and water. Wow. That's interesting, Goki. Thanks for, you got another comment here. But the U.S. made Iceland in 1944, paving our first roads. I would love to have the best society ever come to Iceland. Interesting, Goki. That's it's fun. Actually, I would love to hear more about, I would love to visit Iceland someday, you know? And we were talking about this morning in a discussion I was having with some other people. The fact that, you know, Iceland is called Iceland to keep people away from the island. That's amazing. So that's pretty cool. All right. So back to this one. Ellen, it's not amazing. I don't support some country who take lands that aren't theirs. Okay. Yeah. I agreed. I mean, we want it. Okay. So Jim, back to Jim Smith. You believe we have the stuff they say we have. Jim, if I'm being completely honest with you, and maybe you talked later on, it's, oh, you did. You say it's bullshit propaganda. All right. Well, hey, you know what, Jim? You obviously know more than I do. So I'm not sure why you asked me the question and then tell me the answer. So we'll just go with that. So, all right. So Vicious Hero, how fucking dare you have a Captain America on yourself and a Trump poster on the wall? Why? Vicious Hero, why? Let me know. Christian Medwed, dudes in pickup trucks and sandals chase you out of Afghanistan. Yeah, well, again, I'm not the military guy, so it's one of those things where we could talk more about it. We can do that. We can do it. Yeah, we can do it, says Jacob Winkler. In my absolute opinion, Vicious Hero, White Royal Rage. Oh, you see that one, that book? So you're talking about that book right there? That's actually one of the reasons that I started this channel. So that's actually a whole story behind itself. I'm not sure exactly where you're going with that, Vicious Hero, but I was gifted that because my brother-in-law said that the book looked good. The cover was cool. So he bought it for me thinking I'd like it. And I realized that it actually pushed me over the edge to say, no, I need to start talking and actually go on camera and kind of go against everything in that book. So I don't know if you knew the backstory, but there you go. So anyway, hey, Kevin Roberts, hey, good to see you, Kevin. Stuart, if we wanted to go scorched earth, we could take any non-nuclear country, but we choose not to do that. There you go, Jim Smith. There's the answer right there. I mean, if we chose to, that's kind of the key. Do we want to? No, we don't. That's just what we don't. Jason Winkler says, let's take Africa. Jason, why? Why take Africa? Just, I mean, for the land, for the minerals. I mean, you got to be more specific about why. That's kind of thing. Am I Dr. Dre? No, I'm not Dr. Dre. Fucking how dense could you be? Oh, you started talking to me, Vince? Oh, Vicious, man. I thought we were friends. What the heck? All right. How dense could I be? Be more specific, though. Again, I'm trying to go through the chat as fast as I can, Vicious Hero. So, let me know exactly how I'm dense. But anyway, Mobius, yeah, welcome back. Here's a question. There is existent laser technology development around U.S., China, Israel, and U.K. used for missile interception. Would it be considered a war crime to use such weaponry? Yeah, I think you said it to yourself. Is it possible to? Shoot down a man fighter. You know what? I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to find out, aren't we? Isn't that the weird thing right now? We're talking about, it was the Iron Dome, and now it's the Laser Dome going on in Israel. I think we'll probably find, Mobius, we're going to find out the answer to that question in real time. And I don't know. Don't ask me about lasers. I would love to tell you I knew something about lasers. I don't. So anyway, we'll see. Well, I think we'll find out. But light free, USA left those dudes in Afghanistan with 85 million pounds worth of equipment. Well done, America. Yeah, that's a bone of contention. I agree with you on light free 4619. When they brought up Joe Biden's cabinet staff, and I forget the guy who was in charge. I'm sure Stewart or somebody else knows who the guy was, but he's like, oh, well, don't worry, that equipment will be obsolete soon. And it's like, oh, why would it be obsolete? And the guy was literally well, it'll just break down. And the whole idea was it's going to break down because it needs an oil change. That's the tanks that we left in Afghanistan are going to need an oil change, and they'll just break down, so then it'll be obsolete. But that was the whole argument behind the whole thing. Help me out, somebody. Let me know that guy's name. He was in front of Congress. I don't know. He wasn't the Secretary of Defense. He might have been the Secretary of State. Blinken? Was it? No, it wasn't Anthony Blinken. That might have been. All right. But to your question, Lightfree, yeah, that was ridiculous that Biden did that. It was so stupid. All right. BOS says my sister's pregnant. Okay. All right. You know what? Congratulations. Go for it. Because Cap would loathe Trump, you moron. Oh, is that what you're talking about? You circled back all the way to Captain America and Trump? Are you serious? Are you that late in the game right now, Vicious Hero? Well, okay, welcome. Fucking, I don't know. All right. You said it already on the other stream. All right, cool. Very cool. Cool toys. Thanks. Appreciate it. You're a clown. All right, Vicious Hero. Cool. Awesome. Have a good night. Wearing pants. Vicious Hero, I agree. Wearing pants agrees. All right. Is it Dr. Dre speaking? What makes you think I'm anything to do with Dr. Dre? That's hilarious. In Pretoria, we stand up with whoever bought food. That's good. Everything. Okay, so Vicious Hero's back. Everything on your shelf is just proximate to everything else. All right, we haven't even seen the whole shelf. Let's go that way. You got my Tony Hawk, and I got my Charlie Kirk at the corner up there. My Wade Boggs hat. My Virginia Tech. My JD Vance. Over here. All right, over here, got my Kobe Bryant, my little flag, everything else. So hopefully that helps you with everything that you got going on. So obviously something's awesome. All right, Christian, do you know what groceries are? Do I know what groceries are? It's got to be more than that. Anyway, Jason's a resource pride. Sarah, great channel. I'm loving the content. This hype channel is what I've been looking for. How long have you been gay? As far as I remember. Let's see. So, okay, how dare you, Greta? Shadow banned, Greta. Proud Americans want it all. I love it. K. Roberts, cool. Wearing pants. What would you do if I kissed a man? I'm a man. What would I do if you kissed a man? What would I care if you kissed a man? That's on you. Are you a Huggy Bear? I don't know. That's funny. Freaking lasers, man. Yeah, Shadow banned. I like it. That's funny. That's from, what movie is that from, though? That's from a movie. God, what is that from? Not Jeremy Renner. Hey, I mean this with a minimal disrespect. Can you give me a ballpark of how much you spent on the Trump merch behind you, where you bought it from? This with minimal disrespect. How much did I spend on it? Let's see. Well, actually, honestly, most of it was gifts. I think the picture was like $10 or something like that. The garbage truck, I don't know, 15, 20. I probably wouldn't even spend anything over 20. That was a printout. That's all that was. That's just a color photo right there. The rest of the stuff, I don't know. Try it. Anyway, there you go. Not a whole lot. Trust me, I don't spend a whole lot on anything. Totally, I want my tanks. Jason says, totally, I want my tanks. Get going back to that. You should be educated before you open your mouth. Hey, cool, wearing pants. That's awesome. I am educated. Awesome. Hey, Stuart, Anthony Blinken. Was it Blinken? Okay, did verbalize that. Thank you. So, hey, Stuart, thanks. Yeah, I for some reason, I didn't think it was him, but he was in my head, so good to know. Hey, Clayton Bisbee, welcome back. How much would you think would save if we didn't subsidize black families? Oh, Clayton. Clayton, you've been here before, too, all right? There's another guy named Clayton Dirt or something like that, but I think it is. Sheep, yep, okay, from Arrow Peep. All right, I get it. This is a satire, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not losing people on that. Clayton Bigsby, great character. Where's Blow Up Dolls? Is Jason. Good stuff. You almost got me. America, K. Roberts. Clayton, what do you think about ICE kicking out the hardworking tax-paying Latinos and keeping all the lazy tax? Oh, Clayton. Interesting. All right. Are you one of those anti-constitutional Trump for king? All right. Captain Cracker Jacks. Are you one of those anti-constitutional Trump for kingers? It's like the double negative. I can't afford to have the time to read into your question. I'm sure it's a good question, Captain Cracker Jack, but I'm not positive on that one. The heroes on your shelf would hate Trump and the shit you stand for. All right. Sounds good, Vicious. See ya. This is so American. Everything about this is American, says TCL Phone. All right, Light Free. How far am I behind the comments, man? I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep up. Like, if someone calls me gay, does that mean I am gay? Should I tell my family I became today? Light Free, no. If someone calls you gay, it doesn't mean you're gay. It's only gay if you're the catcher. That's it. If you're the pitcher, it's not gay. If you're the catcher, it's gay. So there you go. All right, K. Roberts got a sheep. Peter Griffin, I hate people of America. You were once the future of the world. Like going to be, okay, would like going to moon and many other, okay, inventions. You are the dream. God bless America. May you bring your old America back. Well, there you go. Very cool. Captain Cracker Jacks, do I know what a double negative is? I thought I did. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. Take off your hat. We know you're bald. Shit. Receding hairline. Yeah, I'm not bald, though. All right. Trump, hey, Charlie the Carpenter, thank you. Welcome to the chat. Graham Silver, where are you at? What state are you out of? Tennessee. I'm out of Tennessee. Someone said groceries, referring to a Trump quote. The word groceries is such an old-fashioned term, but a beautiful term, groceries. It sort of says bag with a different things in it. Hey, not a bot. Well, I just realized who you were. Hey, welcome back, buddy. It's good to see you back on the chat. Thanks for coming back. Trump for King, liberals, keep up the cope. Small Cave Beaver. Trump for King, liberals, keep up the cope. All right, we'll work on that one. Not exactly. Christian, I retract my statement 100%. Local computer repairs, I retract my statement 100% wrong. What did you say? I don't know. Anyway, Graham Sylvester, that's all I need to hear, man. Thank you for what you do. Tennessee is a great state. Been there many times. I'm in a shithole of Maryland. All right, yeah, well, hey, yeah. Truckers for Trump, together we are strong. The Roadmen, very cool. Yeah, Graham, yeah. Yeah, Maryland's a tough state, only because you got D.C. in the middle of it, and just the rap, and you're so, Delaware's taking up part of it too, so you're in the middle of everything. But you got all like the professional teams, though. You got a whole bunch of NFL and NHL teams there, and MLB, so that's interesting on that one. All I know is my paycheck went up $81 because the IRS tax code changed, so everything is all right in my book. Hey, you give K. Roberts $81 and we're good to go on that one. That's funny. Hey, back to the truckers comment for Trump, though. I'm interested if we ever hear back about the Canadian truckers. Let's see, the Roadmen 69. Remember the Canadian truckers that did that station? They all stopped and were running their engines and stuff and clogged up the roads, and then they got kicked out. That was terrible. What's up from Turkey? Hey, good. Welcome. Okay, we have a couple of international people coming on here. What's your opinion on Britain? Says TCL Phone. All right, be more specific. Like, what do you mean, my opinion on Britain? I don't know. Am I going there? No. Did they lose out in 1776? Yeah. So I don't know. Be more specific on that one. All right, Christian, the war on showers was a war the USA won. Stuart, what's wrong with bald? Women will ask you for so many things, but never will hear one say, give me more hair. Hey, Stuart, that's funny. Captain Crackerdax, yep, skip the rephrase, avoiding the question. Typical right-wing coward. Peace out. Enjoy. You live with less viewers than a classroom, but I thought I answered his question completely. But, hey, the fact that he said peace on the next thing, that makes it all cool. That's all better. Whatever. All right. Oh, local computers. Dikembe Mutombo recently passed. Yes. During his NBA days, he was known for shutdown defenses and iconic finger wag in history. Has anyone fingered for That's good. That's good. Hey, local computer repairs. Hey, you know the funny thing about Dikembe Mutombo? So this will show you my age. I mean, this had to be like early 90s when he first came out. Talking about the gay question for the next thing I'm looking at. But when Dikembe Mutombo and Larry Johnson first joined the NBA, okay, that was the first year. Dikembe Mutombo's card, it was him just standing there in a suit when he joined the Nuggets. It was $10. It was $10. And again, it's early 90s, I don't know, 91, 92. I saved up to get that $10 card. And over the years, I collected a whole bunch of Dikembe Mutombo cards and everything else. And you know what his freaking card, that card that I bought for $10 in early 90s is worth now in 2025, last time I looked, it was worth like $11. I said, son of a bitch. Like, are you serious? Like, this is terrible. But yeah, God rest Dikembe Mutombo. That guy, he spoke like 7 or 12 languages or something like that. He gave all of his money back to his home country or tribe or whatever it was. The guy was awesome. But I mean, when you're like, 7'1", I mean, life I don't know. Anyway, local computer repairs. If you were looking for more information on that one, there you go. They brought back some memories on that. But Tumbo and Larry Johnson. But yeah, the finger wag. I don't know if anybody did finger more than him. Anyway, let's celebrate gay pride, says I'm a cat guy. Well, that makes sense. Canadian truckers should stay in Canada. That's interesting. That's good. Not a bot. Thoughts on Trump wanting to double the DOD budget to 1.3? Ooh. Let's see how far I am. Not a bot down in the chat. Oh shit, I'm way behind. Honestly, I have not thought about him moving the budget to 1.5 trillion. I don't see why not. Only because there's so many things going on right now, and we need, it goes back to that speak softly and carry a big stick, kind of thing, where it's just a matter of we need to make sure that we're done on there. And so I haven't thought about the actual budget. But again, what is 1.5 trillion? Like, what does that mean? We're 3.8 trillion, 38 trillion in deficit right now. What's 1.5 trillion into the United States? So anyway, there's my answer to that one. Christian Medwood. Okay, so I pronounce. It's pronounced. Okay, shit. I wish I had you on the line so I could ask you that. So I apologize. The turkey sandwich that I love. Anyway, I'm so sorry. Hey, Northside. Yeah, welcome back, Northside. It's good to see you again. Thanks for subscribing the other day and all that stuff and all that thing. So I appreciate your comments too on my videos. Hey, by the way, we're over 35 minutes, guys. If you're just here for the first time or just checking in, please like and subscribe. Love to help out the channel. I appreciate it. And watch some of the videos. What the heck? You're going to learn a lot on that one. But anyway, yeah, Northside, good to see you again. Easton, hey, what's up, Easton? Yeah, Ham and Boney, what's up? All right, Easton's up, man. Good. Do you plastic straws? Do you plastic straws or paper? Oh, plastic. Come on. Papers are ridiculous, stupid straws. Not even the same country. Hey, John Q. Public, welcome back to the chat. I remember you from before. What were you talking? You talking about Turkey? Turkey? Oh shit, I'm screwing it up now already. Yep. Light free goes back to England. England did not lose out in 76. You speak English. Your women speak English. That's pure victory. Hey, light free, you actually have a point. You completely have a point. I never saw it that way. That's interesting. Thank you. All right, so local computer, I want you to know I came here with a bad attitude and left giving you a thumbs up and a heart. Take care, brother. All right, go. I made somebody's day. That's awesome. Well, I hope you liked and subscribed there, computer. Only virgins use term like you're a woman. John Q. Public, be nice, man. Wow, $11 after the dollar decline, worth about $7 now. Yeah, Christian, exactly. My card might have come in my tumble card. It's crap, right? And I held on to the damn thing for, 30 years? I held on to that card for 30 something years, and I still lost money. All right. What was that? Procreate Drawer Plus. Man, you got too long of a name, buddy. I mean, just no disrespect, but that's a long name. Have you seen the Absolute Batman comic? No, I haven't. I have not seen the Absolute Batman comic. Interesting. Stuart Gorham says, speak with big stick and carry it softly. I'm not sure exactly, Stuart. That's how it works, but I like your thing probably a little better. On there. I have something in my mouth, but that makes me laugh. You know what, Stuart? I'm going to write that down. That's funny. So as it speak with big stick and carry it softly. Permission, Stuart, to steal that from you and use it later on. Let me know. I might have to put the shirt, we always talk about, what kind of shirts we're going to put on and what the slogan's going to be. Stuart, that might be it. Hey, the Roadman 69 said hi. Wait, Roadman, are you the guy that runs it that I met personally? And we won't say where because we won't get details, but was that you? And you were wearing the Halloween costume and you talk about the Dr. Seuss book. Let me know if that was you. I hope it is because I actually want to talk with you. All right, so Bimbles says, hello from Greenland. We have had a busy day digging polar bear traps. Oh, the Roadman, you're not. Okay, sorry. I thought you were. All right. Welcome, Emmett Ford. Hey, Rod, I'm not sure. Nice religion. Trump plaid. I'm not sure you can spell. All right. Do I watch C-SPAN? Curious. No, no, I don't. Walking in Spirits. I don't watch a whole lot of TV at all. Anyway, back to the Roadman comment. Yeah, sorry. was this guy that I met that was actually a trucker. That's what he did. He was a trucker, and he was talking about how the highway patrols in the various states were pulling over trucks at the way stations and everything else, and making them read Dr. Seuss books in order to prove that they could actually read English. And that was a real. I thought he was kidding, but he said no. That's really what's happening right now. So that's crazy. All right, as a Dino Wagner, 2019. I'm from France, and we need Trump. Well, welcome from France. Glad to have you on here. Yeah, God, there's. How is Dino Wagner? How is France right now? I mean, I've seen their stories and things about Paris and the Eiffel Tower being overrun by just whatever nationality you want to say, but can't speak English, and then it's not a safe place for women to go. Is that true? Just curious. Let me know. You sound like a bit like the Australian bad guy from Mortal Kombat. Oh, Australian bad. Which Australian guy from Mortal Kombat? I mean, I know Mortal Kombat. I mean, trust me, I grew up in the 90s. I know. Yeah, what Mortal Kombat? Dr. SPOE. MAGA is your personality? No, it's not my personality. No, my personality is me. So you want to talk about questions, let me know. But how do you poo again? I've forgotten. Can you help me? All right, Elliot. You got your own problems. Pimple, I'm quite excited. In my village, we have bets to see who will capture the first American troop. Interesting. Pimples, where are you from? I forgot already. Pimples, you're from Greenland, Pimples. How did I forget that? You really have bets. That is interesting. That is funny. Okay, Robert, squat and push. Yeah, that's good advice for you, Elliot. There you go. They don't speak English in France. Yeah. Oh, did I say that? I'm sorry. Yeah, actually, my apologies. You're right. My apologies. So I've been drinking some muscadine. You're right. So no disrespect, Dr. SPOE. So do the people, the immigrants coming in right now, speak French? Or do they speak English? I mean, if you just tell me you don't speak English, it's fine. But I have been accused in the past of being an arrogant American. Guilty. Fine. So, yep. It's damn true. Yep. Kano. They speak French. Yep. I've dug 6-foot deep holes all around my house with spikes at the bottom for them. Wow, Bimples. All right, so Bimples, what's your address, buddy? I'll make sure we're not to do that. All right, so Crisco Bushida, are you guys okay? I heard reports about Trump's ICE police shootings involving civilians in the USA. We pray for the USA. Okay, Crisco, where are you from, first off? Let me just know about that. The amazing thing about it is everybody in America is talking about one lady who tried to run over a law enforcement officer and kill him, and she got killed. But yet in Iran, in the few videos I did, they're literally just shooting people in the street for protesting, just for standing there. And so it's amazing that the focus on is America for one lady that should have been with her kids at her job. And yet in Iran, where they're trying to do a whole thing and get back to actual freedom, they're shooting people by the thousands and no one cares. So, Crisco, let me know where you're from. I'm curious. Pimples, please don't assume all Americans are MAGA. That's true. Light free. I'm from England and we love Trump. We hate our government and someone should take Kerry Starmer out. Yep. Wow, that's honestly, light free. Can you get in trouble for saying that online? I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Then not a bot. The Australian guy from Mortal Kombat is Kano. I barely remember him, but okay, I'm gonna look that up though. So Kano. Of course, I never knew he was Australian. I had no idea he was Australian. So, Vietnam on ice, we are calling it. Oh, that's funny, Bimbles. Actually, I'm with you on that one. Christian wants to help Bimbles. Can I help? Greenland welcomes all to come fight fascism. All right. You aren't alone. A lot of immigrants in France come from the Sahel African region where French is often spoken. Yeah, that makes sense. France colonized a large portion of Africa and the Middle East. Yeah, that's true. That is weird. Dr. Spee? I don't know. But we actually had that conversation earlier about the UK and England colonizing, but France did a lot of colonization too. So that's interesting. Stuart Gorham, I speak 4 languages, good English, bad English, good Spanish, and bad Spanish. That's very cool. Hey guys, we're hitting 45 minutes. If you guys don't mind, if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. Guys, I really appreciate that. It looks like we got a whole freaking ton of people that have already done that don't even need my help reminding you. So, hey, that's really cool. I appreciate the support, guys. So, all right, back to this. You can literally email our government and sign up. You're just taking anybody, huh, Bibbles? All right. None your business, broski. Lions were predators, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know. Yes. ICE in America and U.S. Army in Venezuela. Is it fair enough to resist? So Trans Essentials, ICE in America and U.S. Army in Venezuela. Is it fair enough to resist? I'm not positive where that question is, but hey, we can talk about it. Emmett Ford, Bimbles, are Greenlanders opposed to Americans having missile interception stations? Oh, that's a good question, Bimbles. What do you think? Emmett Ford asked you a real, actually legitimate question. Are you Greenlanders opposed to Americans having missile interception stations on your land? Let us know. Michelle Davis Qatar, hello, welcome. Crisco, you're from Finland. Okay, cool. So you're right in this whole conversation. I'm joining the Greenland Army, says Michelle Davis Qatar. The roadman, I travel all over the country. I saw ICE agents working together with state troopers in the way station. Time to clean up our roads from this bad driver's brother. There you go. You got a guy who does it for a living. And I mean, he's scared for his life getting people on the road that can't speak English or read a sign. And they're making U-turns in the middle of the interstate. And you're going to be like, oh, we want these people here. Come on. No, I agree with roadmen. So. AWD Turbo Powwow. Hey, do you know how unpopular Trump is? Just curious if maggots understand this or still delusional about it. No, I didn't know that. No, to answer your question, no. I think he's very popular because I think he won. Oh, look, he won the popular vote and the Electoral College, both. He won it all. So I'm not sure what country you're from, AWD Turbo, but let me know which country you're from because that's interesting. So why call yourself a predator? Oh, you're asking a big question for a longer conversation. How do I call myself? Because of my hat? Because I want to raise my kids to actually be lions and not a bunch of sheep that follow around people blowing a stupid whistle, thinking that that's going to matter? I don't know if that's, I don't know if I call myself a predator. I'm not sure what that means, but all right. Oh no, Trump in the background. Here we go. Good. Welcome to the chat, I guess. QAnon arrest Tom Hanks yet? HUD for HOD for 20. I don't know. I'm trying to read into it too much. As a Dane, I'll be in the Greenland fighting against America if they invade. That is interesting, Angel Dust. That's interesting. It would. I mean, that's a legitimate question if you want to talk about it. Is how many other countries will come to fight against the United States? I mean, I'm being honest. That's a legitimate, valid thing. If you think you're going to be doing it, and then the bullets start flying. Okay, if you think you're going to be there, cool. That's awesome. Good for you. Way to stand up for what you believe in. Greenland has been pretty explicit about allowing U.S. to place any military installation it sees as necessary. There are already treaties in place between Denmark, Greenland, and the U.S. Yeah, and Doctor, it's interesting you say that because you got to understand, I mean, you got Denmark on one side, and then you got Greenland, which is supposed to be an independent, what do they call it? No, they call it something. Like Greenland is like an independent something, or it's kind of like, how do I enter the search chat? What is Greenland? No, that's not right. But, autonomous territory of the Kingdom of Denmark. Okay, so here we go. So kind of my finish up. Greenland is an autonomous territory of the Kingdom of Denmark. So to your point, you can't say Greenland and Denmark because Greenland can really just do whatever they want to. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Emmett Ford, why were we trying to get at? Oh, heck, I don't know. All right, back to AWD Turbo. Okay, thanks. I'm from the USA. You're talking about the election over a year ago. Look at recent polling. Or is that all lies? Yeah. Okay, AWD Turbo. That's all lies. There's your answer. Because if you look at any poll from any president at all, like there's no president that goes over 50%. And I think actually Trump, at the last time I looked, he was over 50%. But the majority of presidents in the history of our country, and you can look it up, they'll give you a whole chart of the whole thing. I wish I had time. They will say that literally every president is under 50% approval rating when they're in office. So that's it. And you know what? Here's the other thing, AWD Turbo. Polls said that Hillary Clinton was going to be president in 2016. That Donald Trump had no possible chance to beat Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton was going to take over everything. She was going to win in every state, electoral college, popular vote, and everything else. All of the polls said that. And she lost, in case you're not sure about current history. So AWD Turbo, yeah, it's all lies. There you go. There's your answer. All right. Lions are lazy, dude. Angel Dust. Leo Lee, hey, welcome. Jim D, hey, Jim D, welcome. What good to see you on here. Cowboy, who is this asshole? What? You're the guy with 3 names. What are you talking about? Greenland will be American by this summer. It's going to happen, says B. Baker. Oh, welcome, B. Baker. Welcome back, buddy. Good to see your name pop up again. Yeah, by the summer, you think? If we're taking bets, that's funny. That is funny. Greenland spokesman said, F off Trump. Yeah. Well, it could be. I'm talking about Trans Essentials comment about spokesman said F Trump. Could be a negotiating tactic. I mean, you never take the first deal, right? You never take the first deal. And then maybe later on, you just hit it up. And it just happens. So on that one, that's funny. Per JAPG, as of January 26, President Donald Trump's approval rating is approximately 41% to 42%, according to major polling aggregators, with about 55% of Americans disapproving of his performance. Hey, cool. Way to fact check me. Exactly. And I agree with you 100%. And that's what we're talking about, the polls. Look up, so not a bot. Look up like any other president. You pick it, you pick it 1 year into their term. What was their polling at when 1 year into their term? Good, honest question. So let's baseline it. Doctor, I think most people with a pulse on geopolitics see Trump overtures against Greenland as very unwise and unnecessary. Doctor, I agree with you kind of on that one, but at the same time, the art of the deal, and that's kind of how we look at things too. So sometimes being unwise and unnecessary is maybe the way to go, and it all works out. So I'm not disagreeing with you, but yeah, so we'll look at that. All right, so Angel Dust, we'll all be there. Most of the nations don't like America. That's fine. The interesting thing, Angel Dust, if most countries stopped taking money from America, that'd be great. If all the countries that don't like America could actually stop taking American taxpayer dollars, that would be fantastic. That'd be interesting. All right, so Jeffrey White says NATO is weak without, 100% Jeffrey White, agreed. NATO is weak without us, yes. Emmett Ford, thanks for agreeing. Guy with 3 names, Cowboy. Greenland is part of the NATO alliances. Trying to invade Greenland violates a NATO pact. Yeah, well, hey, back to the comment that Jeffrey White just made about NATO being nothing without us. So, do you have a Discord? No, Angel Dust, I do not have a Discord. I know about Discord, barely. Someday soon, I'm working on it. I don't want to get into the whole history of this channel. I've only been here since March, all that stuff, but I would love to have debates. Just I can't do it right now. I don't. Anyway, probably Discord. I'll look at Discord, but we'll get back to that. Angel Dust 332. I'll look you up later on. Dust 332. And I'm just saying that because I agree 100% with debate. I love debate. All right, so back to Roman. If you want to see a good content about my industry, we have a great YouTuber, Bonehead Truckers. Okay, Bonehead Truckers. Okay, Bonehead Truckers. Is there a number on there? Just Bonehead Truckers, right? Bonehead Truckers. Okay, so watch. Again, hey, if you just joined this channel for the first time, please like and subscribe. But the whole idea behind this is, you know what? Fine. I have my views, but I love to hear other stuff. I love learning things. I talk to people from around the world, which I never get a chance to do. So that's the whole thing. So there you go. All right. So back to McSleazy the Clown. Why won't Trump release the Epstein files? We've seen less than 1% of the files and they were completely redacted. So why don't we release them? I think because a lot of the Clintons are on there and because Bill and Hillary are not, responding to the congressional hearing that they're supposed to be at. So I think there's a lot of dealing with a lot of the celebrities and other Democrat politicians that are on those files. And Trump is actually trying to hold them back so they don't get kind of run over and have their reputation tarnished. And so that's why Epstein files are not being released by Trump, because he's trying to protect the Clintons and the other Democrats. There's my answer. Christian Medwick, this shirt looks like a little bit tight. Better get some of those reduced drugs. Trump talks about 3,000% reduction. I don't know. I worked out this morning, so I don't know if that helps. Yeah, okay, so back to Angel Dust. Yeah, but Trump wants us to sell it. Wait, yeah, but Trump wants us to sell it. We legally can't. Trump is a moron. I think your pronunciation is messed up there. I think you need a couple of punctuations in there. Maybe help me out with that. Trace Essentials agree with Cowboy. It's all lies when it doesn't agree with his idiotic eggshell view. Eggshell view, that's a first. You spelled view wrong, by the way. So, interesting. AW Deep Turbo, thanks for confirming you live in a different reality. He's not over 50%. I never said he was over 50%. Oh, maybe I did. Oh, I thought he was at 51. Depends on what poll you look at. He's historically unpopular, but thanks for confirming your partisan hack. Okay, cool. Have a good night. Rody Lefty on the chat above. Rubio 2020. Oh, GH, SC7PU. Welcome to the chat. Whoo, Rubio. I mean, the weird thing about Rubio, I could get completely behind that. The interesting thing is he's already come out and said that if J.D. Vance runs, he's not going to run. So I don't know if I agree with that because, yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. But yeah. Anyway, GH, I think we stick around. You'd be all right. All right. Was it Lay Liar? 27 is kind of like Greenland is not ours, so it's kind of like they don't want to be a part of the U.S. Then what? Then like that's that. Okay, cool. All right. So, Doctor says Greenland, autonomous vassal state of Denmark. Culturally, Greenland is Nordic, and their government already say they prefer Denmark rule over possible American rule. Two things, and again, this is truth between lines. So, Doctor, I'm taking your whole thing on that one. The government saying one thing. What are the people saying? That's the question I look at. What are the people saying? Because great, the government says one thing. I mean, on this chat, you just saw a whole bunch of people were talking about how bad Trump is. Well, Trump's still the president. So if Trump is the government because he's the president, sorry to break it to you, he's the president and says one thing, but all these other guys want to talk about they want something else. See where I'm going with that one? All right, there we go. The SSRI gang here, Jeffrey White. Okay. Angel Dust, you want your kids to be wolves, not lions. That's interesting, Angel Dust. Go ahead, because wolves go in packs. Is that kind of why? Interesting. I mean, I don't know. That'd be a fun little discussion over a couple drinks. GH, we are entering a new ice age. Okay, yeah. Not about already on it before you ask. LOL. Okay. All right, here we go. So here we go. Not a bot. Thank you. Examples for first-year averages. Gallup says Ronald Reagan was 57%, Bill Clinton was 49%, Joe Biden 48%, Donald Trump 38.4%. Okay, in 2017 and 18. Yeah, I could see 2017 and 18, yeah, for sure. So, but, all right, what was he now? 41% now? So he's right up there. Interesting that Reagan's so high. I didn't realize Reagan, 57% is pretty darn high. 93, 94 for Clinton. Obviously, before Monica Lewinsky and all the other debacles that he had. Joe Biden was 48%. Well, we could get into a lot of stuff about how Joe Biden got elected. So, but anyway, not a bot for the sake of time. I'm going to go with it. Say, yep, great, fantastic. Trump is hated by everybody. No, I'm just kidding. No, he's not. So anyway, Cowboy says, my kids are humans who graduated from college. Congratulations. Cool. Wow, so many comics. Hey, what is it? Cole Deep Singh. So many comics. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for confirming reality. AW Turbo. Yep, well, there you go. I try and be right. I'm not right all the time. What age limit do you have? 13 like Trump. 13 like Trump. You think Trump is 13, Darwin? 42, me? No, not sure. Where are you going with that one? That's dumb. All right, stop giving us money, says Angel does. Why don't you acknowledge the Epstein question? McSleazy the clown. What? Okay, hey, if I missed a question, let me know. I thought I answered the Epstein very, very clear. If that was about why were the redacted, which McSleazy the clown, I'm not sure if I remember that, but maybe, again. Yeah, anyway. I thought it was pretty clear. He's trying to protect the Clintons and the rest of the Democrats that are all on the Epstein Island. I thought I said that. Art of the deal, how to bankrupt casinos. Yeah, but he's still a billionaire, so what are you going to do? Yo, I'm new here. Welcome, Yusuf. AW McSleazy the Clown, because they can't acknowledge reality. Okay, you're still watching me, so thanks for the watch hours. Appreciate it. Hey, Morocco, very cool. Yusuf, talking from Morocco. What are we talking about? I'm not even sure what we're talking about at this very, very moment. Pretty much people are just digging on Trump and how much they love him. Well, this stream just hit the bottom of the Regency stock. All right, cool. All right. Well, have a good night, Cowboy. You take care. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hey, we are hitting 60 minutes, guys. If you guys don't mind, hit the like and subscribe. My battery's kind of dying. I'm going to have to switch out my battery in my phone, but that's my problem. But anyway, it's good to see you. Russia and China are way more advanced in missile technology. That's interesting. Oh, I missed Angel Dust. We're not nothing without you, far from it, and fair enough. If you get it, add me. I'd love to have a respectful debate. Okay, cool. Yep. All right, so we're not nothing without you, far from it, and fair enough. I'm all for a respectful debate, so 100%. All right, yeah, we'll figure that out. For those who just joined the channel, we were talking earlier. I'll sub because I respect your views, and I love hearing different views. Cool, that's cool. Hey, Jazz Merez, thank you. Say hi, good. AW Turbo, Trump is taking one-on-one with the Vikings. Yeah. Aaron, the answer is dumb as F. All right. Be more specific because I'm trying to flip through these. It might be English, my first language. Okay, interesting, Angel Dust. Angel Dust, remind me where you're from, Angel Dust. I'm sorry, I forgot. I forgot. This has only been 1,300 days since Jim Jordan refused to show up to speak in front of Congress, but I'm sure you're cool with that, right? Chris Y, welcome to the chat. I think it's your first time on here. 1,300 days since Jim Jordan. We're going back to Jim Jordan. God, I haven't even thought about Jim Jordan in a while. Where are you getting? Chris WY, where are you getting with Jim Jordan? You lost me on that one. I don't know what you're talking about. Jeffrey White, EU looks more like Middle East than Europe. Oh, shit. Jeffrey Weiss, yeah. But hey, man, have a good night, dude. Wish you all the best. Thank you. I appreciate it. Angel Dust, have a good evening. Yeah, I'll look you up later on. Hate to break it to you, brother, but Americans will never, ever wake up. Okay, Doc, SafeTube. SafeTube? Never. I could go a lot of ways with that one. So, all right, nobody's favorite, 6953. Lions also walk in prides. Was that the comment about the Wolves? Is that what that was about? Yeah. No, actually, I'm staying. I don't agree with you, but you seem chill, to be honest. What? I thought you were leaving. All right. Okay. Whatever. Stick around as long as you want to. Just makes you like, okay. All right, cool. All right. Whatever. Hey, when he finds out he's wrong, he just rationalizes and makes excuses. Okay. What? I said I was wrong. I said I didn't know everything. What part of was I not clear about that one? I'm trying to literally fly through these sheets. I don't know if you guys ever done live or tried to answer questions. I mean, I go on a lot of the other live channels and stuff. They're like live. They totally ignore the channels until you actually pay them money, which I'm not asking for money. So I'm just trying to flip through the chat as fast as I can. So if I miss out because I'm wrong about something, it doesn't mean that I'm going to do that, but I also don't want to slow down the chat. There's a big white arrow that points down that says you have more messages on here, and I'm trying to get to everything, but thankfully you guys are awesome and you continue to like and subscribe and everything else and continue to chat and have a conversation. So I can't freaking slow down. So sorry, AW Turbo, that I'm just too slow for you, but at the same time, I'm trying to flip through all this stuff and talk about stuff. So hop off, man. If you don't like what I'm saying, go somewhere else. I don't fucking care. Leave me. I don't know. Whatever. All right. So anyway, Abel012, what makes a good Trump fan? I mean, if that's an honest question, I would probably say anybody who loves America, who believes in law enforcement, and wants the rule of law under the Constitution. That's my easy definition. But again, back to my other thing I just mentioned that I'm going quick. So I definitely don't like Trump, says Ducky Ricky. Never have, really. Okay, cool. And that's completely fine. Actually, I think Donald Trump as a person is not someone that I want to hang out with and have dinner with or double date with or anything else. But I love him as my president. So there's that. You know, is he a jerk? Yeah, he's a jerk. He's a womanizer? Yeah, he's a womanizer. But you know what? He's the freaking best damn president I've ever had in my lifetime. Maybe when we look back in 100 years, he'll be the best one in history. There we go. So there's my whole thing. Darwin says that history has taught us that we cannot wait around for these fascists to take over. All right. History has taught you that, huh? Interesting. All right. Nobody's favorite. Release the files. Yeah. I know. I'm back to my point about the Democrats. They're going to be, you know, it's funny you say release the files. Like, yeah, Michael Jackson and Mick Jagger, all these others like celebrities and things, like their complete pictures and when they've been there. I imagine those guys are like, hey, like, don't mention it. Like, it's cool. Like, can you like not bring me up? But they release the files are in there. Simple questions. So Aaron M 45 for 70. Simple questions too hard for you. Which question? I missed. Well, simple. Yes, they're too hard for me. Nobody's favorites is release of files. Stuart Gorham says release of files. Oh, I meant safe flies. All right. Angel Dust is from Denmark. Oh, you're from Denmark. Oh, now I really want to like talk to you about a what'd you say? Respectful debate. Yep. Yeah, I'm curious. We'll figure that out. That's interesting. All right, your answer about the Epstein files was dumb as fuck. Really, Aaron? What? Why? You don't think the Democrats are in there? Like, do you not really like understand? Because literally, they came out and said, I mean, if Joe Biden had this thing for 4 years, he was president, however you want to say it, for 4 years, and he never released it. Aaron M., did you go after Joe Biden fans or Joe Biden or anybody else in the Biden administration and tell them to release the files? Did you? That's my question. What did you do for 4 years when he was president? And now you're like, oh, Trump, release the file. Let me please. Shut up. Anyway, there you go. All right, you would be excusing the Nazis saying they're not trying to be mean, but you're just not understanding. Okay, Darwin says you would be excusing the Nazis saying they're not trying to be mean. You're just not understanding them. Yeah, I'm not understanding it. I don't get it. I'll have Angel Dust will have a drink with me. All right, very cool, Angel Dust. It's funny when you do these chats. You got like this picture of who these people are in your mind. And as the chat rolls and as you talk to people, it sometimes changes, and it's like male, female. And I don't want to know anybody's personal stuff, but I'm just saying, like it goes from like, are they male? Are they female? Where are they from? Oh, they're from this place and blah, blah, blah. And it just kind of all changes. And when I hang up and I'll be like moving on, I'll be like, damn, I wish I could talk to that person more. So that's pretty funny. All right. So back to this. You don't have a Trump autograph? No, Abel. If you ever wait to hook me up, let me know. And does that say NWO or is that something else? I can't read the letters. They're too small. Anyway, I thought you were a wrestling fan. I was going to talk about that. I was going to talk about wrestling. I got stuff back there for wrestling too. Trump rocks, says Tony DiCaprio. Welcome. Exactly. You keep skipping my comments so you don't have to. Hey, McSleazy the Clown, I would remember your name and I don't see your comments. So copy and paste it. If anybody else sees a comment in there from McSleazy the Clown, put it on there. Let me know that I missed it. Someone else put it on there. Because I got a lot of a-holes that are like, oh, you missed my comment. But clearly I didn't. And they're just lying. So let me know. Christian says, what's bigger, your shoe size or IQ? I got a size 14 shoe. So I'm not sure. I already gave you a like, man. Thank you, Angel Dust. Appreciate it. Trump is the best. Tony DiCaprio, stick around. Yeah, we're hitting a 70 minutes. If you guys don't mind, like and subscribe. I do appreciate that very much. So Trump is a bad, yeah. Watch the videos too, Tony DiCaprio. You'll fit right in on that one. Your excuses are like you were in high school. Darwin, really? All right. Interesting. Jim Jordan, you people are still talking about Jim Jordan. That sounds like the Trump quote about Jeffrey Epstein is not a bot. Right? I don't get the Jim Jordan thing. I mean, shit. Is Jim Jordan still even in something? God, I have not heard of Jim Jordan forever. I don't even know where you're like going. Jim Jordan, news today. Like, Dem upheadings hearing. Oh, that's old. Yeah. So yeah, anyway. Some people just get lost in something else. I don't know. They think they're more important than they should be. Aaron M., before I click away, I'll click the don't recommend button. Cool. Have a good evening. Take care. Under the Constitution, now see I can agree with your views on law enforcement. Okay, cool. There you go. Breast President, did you get your 5K check or 2K check yet? No, I haven't gotten my check yet. That's funny, though. Child lover. Yeah, I love kids. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag. I say the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty, justice for all. All right. Is it, God, I'm trying to read that acronym. Is it Trike Lee Fee 6090? Welcome to the chat. Child lover, you said that already. You're repeating yourself. Bet dude. I forgot already. RIP, the credibility of anyone who thought working with politicians to advance crypto legislation would advance. Oh, okay. That's boys. What is that? Boys is no there. So interesting about you bring up crypto. I'm actually curious what you want to hear or hear more about what you have to say about crypto. I don't know a whole lot about it. Man, that's kind of the point. I just don't know about it. So anyway. Hey, good evening though. CET 1312. Angel Dust. Love to have a respectful debate about Greenland. No BS. Just yeah, agreed. I don't know what's going to solve Angel Dust, but yep. Mr. Mark, we are Charlie Sheen. Very funny. Tony Kaiser, he didn't mean to shoot that lady. He was trying to shoot her tar out. Her tar out. Tony Kaiser, okay. How's the cult going, buddy? Fantastic. We're doing great over here. I'm drinking some Canadian beer right now because I'm a Canadian patriot. Joke peepee. Welcome to the chat. Need more gun control. I'm not sure where you're from. Let me know where you're from. Would you support American isolation? Oh, that's a CET 1312. Would you support American isolationism? You know, that's an interesting question. That actually is that's an interesting question. CET, bear with me. That's like, oh man, that's a longer question than we have for tonight. And I've already been doing this for 70 minutes. But CET, that American isolationism, I might talk about that in a further video. So I appreciate your thing on that one. Isolation. That might be something to come back to. But anyway, I really like Trump. Yes, I do. Computer. Size 14. Wait, do you have tiny feet or is a size different in America? Oh, I don't know. Angel Dust, I know you're from Denmark, so I'm just saying it's 14 in America. I don't know. No clue what you guys do. Joker PP Viva La Canada. Yeah. Angel American shoe size is different. 14 is actually big. Okay. XK Roberts. Stuart Gordon, the people say they released the files are probably the same people that would let Leonardo DiCaprio hang out with their teenage daughter. Stuart for the win. I love it. Oh, that's great. The people that say release the files. Leonardo DiCaprio. That was hilarious on the Golden Globes when Nikki came on there and was talking about how great Leo's career is before his girlfriend even turned 30. I mean, that was hilarious, or whatever it was. That was funny. Yeah. Child lover, hell yeah. Anyone who don't defend kids are horrible. I'm with you. Yeah, right. Like 3 rolls of toilet paper and I still see shit. Okay. Australia. Welcome from Australia. Very cool. Angel Dust. No, I'm just curious about your views. Oh, sorry, you skipped. Greenland. I'd love to have a debate on it. Dude, I agree, Angel Dust. I 100% agree. Not tonight. We'll look you up. We'll look you up later on. You've already subscribed, so we'll catch me later. Greenland soon. Orange land. Oh, that's funny. Kincaid. Yeah. Yeah. Size 14 is child size in Denmark. That's what. Oh, no. That's funny. Okay. I mean, they say that from the wrist to the elbow is your, that's my shoe size. So let's put it that way. From wrist to my elbow, that's the size of your foot. So no, I'm 6'4", 270 pounds. So what does that tell you? 14 is not small in America. Crypto was a psyop to make you buy metal, says boys and no there. I don't know enough to debate you on that one. Come get your kids, says small. Dude, Somalian daycare, that actually freaking made me laugh. Hilarious. Dude, I hope you like and subscribe my channel. Somalian daycare manager says, come get your kid. Dude, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. Good job. Well done. You made me laugh. I'm going to steal that joke. I'm going to use it later on. I can't even stop. Oh, 48 EU. Thank you, K. Roberts, looking up that one. American people think that they are on the planet alone. Christian myths. You know, that's funny. We were talking the other day, Christian, about football. Like the whole thing came up about football. And I'm like, yeah, I love the Patriots and Tom Brady. It's fantastic. You know, the playoffs are coming up. And these guys are from like UK and Germany. And like, you idiot, you American, you always think about just exactly what you said, you know? And they're like, we're talking about Messi and Ronaldo and football. And I'm like, soccer? I don't know what you're talking about. It was a whole thing. It was hilarious. It was fun. But I hope that made me laugh though. We do think we're on the planet alone. I agree with you on that one. So, Rams or Bear? Yeah. Says what? Anyway, Rams, 100%. Stafford's going after again. The Bears, Caleb Williams, he can go paint his nails and do everything he wants to. I think the Rams are going to roll on him. The divisional series are always interesting how that plays out. You like the tuck rule guy? You're going back to Brady. That's funny. All right, let me get back to the comments. So, after Greenland seizure, are you up to take Canada next? Oh, that's funny. Park Osterwich? Wasn't it? We had this conversation a week ago. Like, wasn't two provinces of Canada that wanted to come to America? They wanted to switch from Canada to us, and we were going to say, hey, yeah, you can take Minnesota. Like, we'll take the two provinces, and you could have Minnesota. It was a fair trade. So Canada, do we even want Canada? Yeah, that's funny. Am I racist? Says 25 more Pratham. No. You like their tuck rule guy? Okay, well, that's funny. Jingleberry, welcome to the chat of racist slurs. Tuck rule, God, that was funny. It was funny that they didn't change the rule for the tuck rule after Brady did that until like 2 years later, because they didn't want to admit that mistake, that was a problem, that they do it. So I agree on that. Anyway, hey, we're hitting 75 minutes. If you're just here for the first time, please like and subscribe, jump on the chat. I appreciate it. My phone battery is actually going to be dying, so that's kind of the terrible thing. But Jingleberry, let me know what slurs I'm using. That's crazy because hella states want to leave the U.S. Yeah, Dave Jones, that happens every presidential cycle. I mean, the idea was California was going to leave, Texas was going to leave when Biden was president. California, oh, see, my battery just popped up. So it happens all the time. All right, Angel Dust, forget to say CM and 182 before XD. Are you still on that thing, on the shoe size thing? That's funny. Anyway. All right, so where are we at overall? And I do just want to say thank you guys for all that liked and subscribed. Holy crap. Yeah, we've got a lot of subscribers. I appreciate that, guys, for jumping on it. Yes, I'm insecure. That's funny. I wish I could send memes here. Oh, I know, right? I wonder why YouTube doesn't have like more of a communication thing on that one. But all right, so anyway, it's getting a little late on this end. My battery's about to die. I didn't charge it. I was busy all day. I put up a couple posts. If you want to take a look at those shorts, you can kind of see me a little bit different on there. I talk about a lot of stuff. Nah, but I'm hopping off. Have a good night. Okay, hey, thanks, Angel Dust. Have a good night. Yeah, please watch the shorts that I put up today. I've been putting a few up per day. I did a couple videos that early last week. I haven't done a whole lot this week, but you know, get back to the swing of things. So anyway, I'm gonna call it 76 minutes, you guys. If you haven't already, just please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it so much. It was a great conversation. I actually learned a few things, and it was a lot of fun. So, Stuart Gorham, yeah, thanks, Stuart. I'll see you in the next one.